What's up, NBA fans? It is the best two words in sports, Game 7. And we got one for the right to go to the NBA Finals tonight between the defending champion Oklahoma City Thunder and the newcomers, the rising San Antonio Spurs. This has been a fun series. I haven't thought it's been as good as I thought it was going to be. I mean, right? We saw Game 1. We saw a double overtime thriller. We thought we were getting an unbelievable banger. Well, we still have time to go because it's been mostly blowouts since Game 1. But tonight, I have a feeling it's going to be close. Tonight's stream is presented by Prize Picks. Shout out to the 30 people in the building hanging out with us here as we get ready to go in Game 7. Tip-off still about 24 minutes away. I am riding solo today due to some moving parts. I hope you guys can understand. We have a couple people that are sick in the office that were unable to come in and help us out today. So I implore everyone to exercise a little bit of patience at times. That would be greatly appreciated from yours truly as he is doing this watch party by himself. But hopefully you guys are still going to have a fun time with me. And I'll have a fun time with you guys as we react to everything that goes on in this Game 7. Obviously, game is in in Oklahoma City, The Thunder in this series are 2-1 at home. The Spurs 1-2 on the road. Thunder won Game 2 and Game 5 at home. Obviously, the Spurs won that Game 1 double overtime thriller. San Antonio has taken care of business at home following that Game 3 loss, but they're primed to get the Game 1 win on the road and the Game 7 win on the road and kind of bookend this series with 2 road wins. Shout out your city for me down in the comments section. Let me know where the real ones are watching from as we get closer and closer to tip-off. We'll give some shout-outs here in the live chat. While we wait for this to get live, we got Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. We got Webb City. We got Boca Raton. We got Ronald in Vegas. Also our first super chat of the day. We'll get that on screen here in just 1 second. 22 minutes and 30 seconds to be exact is when this game is going to get tipped off. That sets up to be an 8:17 tip, which doesn't surprise me whatsoever. A little bit later than usual, though, because if you remember, no, I guess that checks out. We got Hang in Iceland. Peter says, okay, see you next season. I like that. Peter, that's good. Nicholas is in Breckenridge. All right. Appreciate you for tuning in. Let me get this super chat on screen here as we wait for the game to be getting tipped off. And then we'll tell you about our sponsor, which is Prize Picks. Here we are. Actually, I don't know if this is, there they are. Shout out to Ronald with the $1 super chat. Shout out to Ronald. First one, get it going. Guess we'll briefly showcase our super chat menu here. Any super chat gets on screen. $5 we talk about your team. $50 we'll take down a beer bong. Zelda hanging in from Kitchener City. Hopefully I said that right. Spurs in 7 from England. All right. A lot of people rocking with San Antonio tonight. We'll talk more about who you got and who wins this game here in just 1 second. But today's show is presented by no one other than Prize Picks. Get started with Prize Picks today, America's #1 daily fantasy sports app, for a variety of reasons. To me, the #1 thing that makes Prize Picks the best is the different ways that you can play You can do flex play. You can play power play. You can do basketball. You can do baseball. You can do golf, hockey, soccer, and much more. They have specials on the weekly basis, whether it be Flex Friday, Taco Tuesday. They even give you max discounts at times. For example, max discount today available for you. Victor Wembanyama, half a point. That's all you need to potentially win. You can see my lineup that I made for today. We're going to showcase it throughout today's stream. We got a 4-player lineup. I used that Victor Wembanyama half a point more projection. Paired that up with Dylan Harper less on his 10 points. I got Alex Caruso to make 2 threes or more. I also got Wemby. I'm doing multiple Wemby projections. You can do that. Wemby to have more on 4.5 blocks and steals. He's been dominant in this postseason. Defensively, I expect him to have a pretty big Game 7 on that side of the floor as well. Join me. Download the app. Use code HMA to get $50 in lineups when you play your first $5 lineup. That's code HMA to get $50 in lineups instantly when you play your first $5 lineup. Who you got, OKC or the Spurs? Let me know. Do you got the Thunder? That's OKC. Or do you got the Spurs? That's SAS. It's also our live poll. I see 56% picking the Spurs to win tonight. That checks out because we got Ty Man, Jeff all spamming those San Antonios. Slaying Cat typing those San Antonios. The only person riding with OKC was Kane Angel, now joined by Corey Childs. Shout out to Corey. Shout out to Khalil. What's up? Panthers Today is in the building saying OKC. Is this Tyler Smith or is this Parker? Is his name Smith too? I don't even know his last name. I think it's Smith. Multiple Smiths working together. Panthers Today. If it is Smitty, I'm riding solo because no Marshall today, so Xavier is producing with Connell. How about that? We got Ronald. It's Parker Smith in the building. Well, Parker, you just heard that as well. Cheers from Ireland, says Matt. What's up, Matt? It is Panthers Today by Chat Sports. We got any Carolina Panthers fans in the building? Probably not. Outside of Panthers Today. I doubt anybody else. But hey, I suppose you never know. I suppose you never know. We got 14 likes right now. And 60 people watching. Let's get to 29 likes if you haven't. Sir Purr has arrived. If you haven't already, hit that like button. Let's get to 29 likes, that 50% like rate. Matt says no Scott Foster or Tony Brothers. I thought Tony Brothers was officiating tonight. Is he not? I don't know who the officials are. I thought I saw someone say Tony Brothers was officiating, but I suppose I could be wrong about that. Twitter, you know, there's a lot of lies on Twitter. So I'm not sure. OKC is a 3.5 point favorite tonight. I'll also ask or say this. Vegas would win a lot of money with OKC winning today. The public was all over San Antonio. A lot of Spurs fans out there or bettors going into the series, and I imagine tonight as well. Kelvin, we cannot actually show the game. That is copyright. We do a play-by-play broadcast and react to everything that takes place. Game is on NBC or Peacock if you can watch there. Continue to hit that like button. Come on, let's get to 29 likes. Let's get to 29 likes. We're at 19. Hit that thumbs up icon. Hit that thumbs up button for me. Be really appreciative as we get tonight's game underway. Be really appreciated. Just doing some intriguing things here. Stick with me. But hit that like button. Once we get to 29 likes, we're going to show Jeff Bartlett's super chat. Once we get to 29 likes, we're showing Jeff Bartlett's super chat. So hit that like button. I'm doing some other stuff here behind the scenes that we need to have for our stream. So appreciate everyone. We're at 23 likes. We're right there. We are right there. One second here, guys. Sorry about this. It was a busy day here at the office trying to get set up. Oh, Ty, man, get those bots out of here, man. I know you're on it. I know you're on it. Hit that like button. Come on, we're 5 likes away. Got Mike Trico on the call. This is the final game of the Western Conference Finals here. And then we got whoever wins this game against the New York Knicks on Wednesday night. That is game 1. You think New York is going to smoke any of these two teams? I disagree. New York was dominant in the Eastern Conference. There's no doubt about that. But these two teams in OKC and San Antonio, the best in the regular season, they would also have been the favorites in the Eastern Conference coming into the postseason. Like, just because the Knicks took care of business, which they did, I mean, their path to the finals was very, very easy, if you really think about it. I mean, they played the Hawks in round 1. Hawks are a good team. They were fine, not great. No one thought the Hawks were going to win that series. Then they play the 76ers, who I don't think the Sixers are really going to they're really anything. Like, they should have lost to the Celtics, and am I surprised the Sixers didn't win a game in that series? Yeah, I am. But I would have taken the Knicks in 5 over the Sixers. I did say that to people in the Chat Sports office. And then against the Cavs, I thought the Knicks would win that series in 5. Obviously, it was a sweep. But the Cavs weren't nothing really special either. So, to me, I don't really think the Knicks are some world beaters. They've played really good as of late. But them against any of these two teams, they did play well against San Antonio in the regular season, but the Thunder beat them twice in the regular season with ease. And I just think that both these teams give the Knicks some mismatch issues, which is why I'm going with whoever wins this game to beat the Knicks in the NBA Finals. Don't know if it's going to, how long the series is going to be. It's either going to, I don't know if it ends in 5, but would the Knicks lose at home in Game 6? I don't know. So maybe it's either a 5-game series or a 7-game series. That's kind of where I'm looking at. I think the home team will win. I think it will be a I think, you know what? I'll say 7-game series next round no matter what. I'm going to say that. Shout out to Jeff. One source gives OKC a 57% chance to win. What do you mean a source? Like a prediction market or something like that? What do you mean 57% chance to win? What does that mean? What does that mean? But appreciate the $5 super chat. As we get closer to tip-off, who is the biggest factor to winning this game? Who is the biggest factor in winning this game? I know who it is. But the question is, do you guys? The question is, do you guys know who the biggest X factor is? Matt is saying De'Aaron Fox. So is Jake. The biggest X factor in this game, without a question, which, by the way, we're still 13 minutes away from getting tipped off. It looks like we're going to tip off around 8:18, 8:20. That's what it looks like here. Panthers today says Stephon Castle. Noel says Stephon Castle. Mystic says biggest factor is Tony Brothers. Is he officiating? I thought he was. Michelle is correct. The biggest X factor in this game, without a question, is Chet Holmgren. And I said this in Game 5 because I believed it then. And he had a decent game in Game 5. He had a really good game too, which is when they won. To me, Chet Holmgren makes the difference here. If Chet Holmgren is able to knock down some shots from deep, be that first-team All-NBA defender he was in the regular season, then I think OKC at home is going to win this game, right? You expect some role players to play well at home, whether it be Caruso, whether it be Cason Wallace, Lu Dort, even maybe an Isaiah Joe or maybe a Kenrich Williams. But Chet Holmgren, when he is playing well, the OKC Thunder are unbeatable. But if Chet Holmgren is the soft big man that he can be, then the Spurs are going to win this game. This entire series and game is on the back of Chet Holmgren, in my opinion. If Chet is a net positive, Thunder win. If he is a negative because he's playing soft and kind of being babied around, well, then the Spurs will win. Chet Holmgren is the X factor. What's up, Bayou Raider? How's it going, my pal? How's it going? Jake just wants a competitive game. I agree. It was the last two games in San Antonio were blowouts. Game 4 was a blowout when San Antonio evened that series, and then Game 6 to stave off elimination, blowout as well. So the only elite level game that we got was Game 1 again in Game 1 when it went to double OT, because Game 2 Thunder controlled the entire way. Game 3 on the road, Thunder controlled the entire way. Game 4 was a blowout. Game 5, Thunder led the entire way. Spurs made a run late, but then Thunder pulled back away, and then Game 6 was a blowout. So we haven't had a really close final 3-minute close game with crazy lead changes since Game 1. So it only makes sense that we're going to get it tonight, and hopefully we do. Hopefully we do. Flynn says, are you ready for the Wemby hate next year? Wait until no more OKC. Can I ask why Wemby would get hate? Why do you think he would get hate next year? I mean, I understand why people aren't the biggest fan of the Thunder, right? Got a lot of flopping around at times, falling on the ground. And they won last year. People don't like the way the SGA plays to get to the free throw line. I understand it, but why would they hate Wemby? I'm curious to see your reasoning behind that, Flynn Rival. As we noted, my prize picks lineup tonight I got these three projections, and then I have the Victor Wembanyama half a point. $17.50. I just wanted to get back to even in my account to win $161.80. Just got to have Wemby 5 steals/blocks. Harper to score less than 10 points, which rookie on the road in Game 7. I don't anticipate a big game there. Alex Caruso. By the way, Alex Caruso, in his 3 games at home in this series, made 8 threes in Game 1, 3 threes in Game 2, and 4 threes in Game 5. Caruso has been automatic from 3 at home in this series. That is my favorite one. I think Caruso makes 3 threes. No questions about it. But I really do like Harper because I doubt a rookie on the road in Game 7 will ball out. And that's my concern with this entire Spurs team, if we're going to be honest. And that's why I'm picking OKC to win. I'm picking OKC to win because every young up-and-coming team has to go through one tough loss in the postseason before they can utilize that to get over the hump and win an NBA title, right? The Thunder, 2 years ago, lost in the second round of the postseason against the Dallas Mavericks, and they were the number 1 seed that year. Second year Chet, young Jalen Williams, SGA finally blossoming. They were the 1 seed, lost in the second round. Then the next year, they win the NBA title. So to me, I think the Spurs need to lose this game. Well, need is a crazy thing. But they will utilize a loss tonight, potentially, to fuel them forward into winning a championship next year or the year after. That's my thoughts on the matter. We are getting closer and closer to tip-off. They just announced the San Antonio Spurs starting lineup. They're going with Victor Wembanyama, Stephon Castle, De'Aaron Fox, Devin Vassell, and Julian Champagnie. No Jalen Williams or A.J. Mitchell for the Thunder again tonight. So the Thunder are going to be going with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Luguentz Dort, Isaiah Hartenstein, Chet Holmgren, and I believe Jared McCain. That is who each team is ultimately going to start. No, they actually made a switch. Pardon me. The Thunder are starting Cason Wallace at the 2 guard instead of Jared McCain. I like that a lot more for the Thunder. No shade on Jared McCain, but I just feel like Cason Wallace played in these moments before, better defender, capable 3-point shooter. I like the idea of starting Cason Wallace in this one. I do. As starting lineups are getting announced, make sure you have hit that thumbs up icon. If you're excited for Game 7 to get underway, hit that thumbs up button. We got 120 people in the building. Appreciate everybody for joining us here on this Saturday evening. Let's get to 50 likes before tip-off. Let's get to 50 likes. We're at 34. Hit that thumbs up icon right now. Let's get to 50 likes. Come on. We're right there. I just think I'm not even a Spurs fan. I'm a Miami Heat fan, so I don't really like the Spurs overall. But I think it's a bit crazy to say that they're the golden boy for Adam Silver. I mean, yeah, they got lucky to get Wemby and Harper, but golden boy seems a bit crazy. All right, starting lineups have been announced. Final huddles are commencing. If you're ready and excited for tonight's game, spam those me's. Spam those me's. Want to see people fired up in the chat? I'm giving some shout-outs. It's a blowout in OKC. So Thunder wearing their blue unis, Spurs wearing their black unis. I don't like it. I think a home team should be wearing white. That's me personally. And actually, fun fact, OKC wore white or blue at home in Game 1, lost. Wore white in Games 2 and 5, won. Blue at home, could it be another loss? Shout out to Battle Red Mike, Olympia, Tyman, Ronald, Flynn Rival, all typing those me's, Exol. We're about ready to get underway. Slaying Cat. In OKC, you can feel the energy coming from your TV screens. This is going to be a fun one. Can OKC get back to the NBA Finals and try to defend their crown? Can San Antonio get back to the NBA Finals for the first time since 2014 with the first playoff appearance for Victor Wembanyama? That's special to make it to the finals in your first try. The New York Knicks are waiting for the winner of these two teams in the NBA Finals, Game 1 Monday. But we got to decide who takes home Game 7. We are about ready to get underway. Wemby, Chet Holmgren, center tip, and we are underway. Get those votes down in the comments section. Spurs win the tip and have first ball. Wembanyama guarded by Hartenstein. Wembanyama driving, step back, mid-range, bank shot, good, and Wemby's on the board. And that cashes the Prize Picks max discount, half a point. What a start for Wembanyama. Holmgren driving, strip, turnover, bad start for Chet. Castle in transition to the rim, swings it to the corner for Fox, but a foul on the pass. Luguentz Dort whistled, so it'll be side out for San Antonio. But Chet Holmgren was my X factor in this one, turns it over on the first possession. Castle defended by Wallace. Castle swings it, knocked out of bounds. Dort read the play, got a piece of it. So once again, will be inbounded from the side. Cason Wallace has been a menace defensively in this series. Vassell running the pick and roll. Step back, 10-footer on the baseline, rattles home. And these young San Antonio Spurs don't look rattled by the moment, scoring on their first two possessions. SGA probing, double teamed. It's swung around to Holmgren. He drives baseline. Little 10-foot step back, goes. So Chet, after turning it over on his first attempt, knocks down the shot. Castle the other way. Inside, finishes amongst traffic. Spurs, 3 of 3 from the field. And 3 different Spurs. Wemby, Castle, Vassell, SGA to the rim. Knocked out of bounds. Will stay with OKC. Officials, I thought, just missed an absolute shove. Wembanyama, 2-hand shove. Holmgren in the back underneath. No call. Wallace to inbound on the baseline. Gets it to Hartenstein. Vassell now defending the 2-time MVP. SGA spin, step back, midi. Oh, it goes. That's a tough start and finish from SGA. Both teams haven't missed a shot through their first couple possessions. Castle on the baseline, finishes. He's got 4 points. Both teams still haven't missed. Wemby really out on the perimeter guarding Hartenstein. Holmgren now. Floater. Too strong. Cason Wallace offensive rebound. Kick out SGA. Swung to Dort. Dort lines up a deep three. Way off. Wemby bringing the ball up, a look we haven't seen. Almost acting as the initiator. A lot in his hands today. He'll take a step back. No, not there. Give and go inside. Oh! Wembanyama with a poster slam right on the head of Chet Holmgren. That length for Wemby just too much. Dort tries his hand at another three. Too strong. Wemby with the board. Kick to Vassell. Corner three. Short. And that's the first miss for the Spurs. They were 5 of 5 to start. Now 5 of 6. Dort. Baseline drive. Bumped. Drop off to Hartenstein. But it's stolen by Wemby. Wemby loses the handle, though, and then falls to the deck. A foul on Cason Wallace. And I'll tell you what, I don't agree with that call. Oh, Wemby just fall? I don't think that's a foul. What a start, though, for the San Antonio Spurs. Castle running the pick and roll. Little elbow jumper. That's not his game. Caruso checks in for Lu Dort. Dort off to an uneven start. Caruso's been a hero this series off the bench, really, in his entire OKC tenure. SGA getting inside. Drop off to Hartenstein. Little push shot. It goes. And Hartenstein can make a difference. Thunder snapped a 3 straight missed shot streak. Spurs have missed their last 2. Fox lines up a triple and connects. Not known for his three-point shooting. Hits one from the right wing. SGA probing, step back, pump fake, turns it over. Fox jumped the lane. Fox in transition finds the trailing Wemby. Now kicked out to Vassell. His three. No. And Hartenstein tracks down the board. Couple turnovers for OKC. They've got to be careful. 3 turnovers already in this one. SGA breaking down Fox. Gets by. Gets inside. And hits the running floater. So SGA with a couple buckets early. Spurs quickly the other way. Champagnie from 3. Rattles it home. Spurs off a made basket getting a quick and early look. And another turnover. Caruso stripped. Vassell in transition inside. No. Castle puts it back. 10-point lead. San Antonio. Timeout OKC. The young San Antonio Spurs look poised on the road. What a start in this one. Who said youth and inexperience would hurt you here on the road in a Western Conference Finals Game 7? How about this start? 4 turnovers for OKC, and the Spurs are 8 of 12 from the field. How about that? How about that? This is I wouldn't say a pro Spurs channel, but the live chat certainly more in tune with San Antonio than anything. 62% of our live poll going with the Spurs tonight, and you see the comment section being very pro San Antonio. As we are in our first timeout, make sure you have hit that thumbs up icon. If you're enjoying our free NBA stream here for Game 7, help us out here. let's get to 60 likes during this timeout. We got 257 people in the building. We should be able to get to 60 likes easy. We're 18 away. Do me a favor. Bosses want us to get the likes up. Let's get that like number up. Let's get to 60. We're at 44. Let's get to 60. Let's get to 60 likes. We're at 47. Keep on hitting that thumbs up icon. Free NBA live stream coverage. Appreciate everybody hanging out with us here on this Saturday evening. We're at 52, 8 likes away. 8 likes away. Now 6. What a start, though, for San Antonio. I mean, you wonder how they would have came out in this one in a Game 7 on the road, but these young cats don't seem to care. Wemby looking good. Castle getting to the rim. Fox knocking down a 3. Champagnie knocking down a 3. Doesn't really look like there's any nerves here for San Antonio to start this one. OKC looks like the more nervous team. We'll see, though. We've seen in that game, was it Game 2 or Game 5? I think it was Game 2, that the Spurs jumped out to a big-time early lead, and then in came Caruso and Casey Wallace making the difference. Wemby's going to be on the bench here when we get back in the play. Spurs up 10. Casey Wallace, open 3. No good. Offensive rebound, Hartenstein. Kick out McCain, his 3. Short. Casey Wallace with the offensive rebound. So OKC, very aggressive on the glass. Wallace, open corner 3 again. That one goes. So a lot of offensive rebounds here early for the Thunder. Devin Vassell finds some space and answers with a 3. Caruso quickly the other way to the rim. Finishes. Boy, you better get back on defense quickly in this one, folks. Stephon Castle working on SGA. Drives, gives him a bump. Hangs in the air. Fouled. And one! Stephon Castle. He's got an early 8 points in this one. And a chance to make it 9 here at the charity stripe. Just gave SGA a bump and got the and one. What a start for Stephon Castle. Now up to 9 points after the made free throw. The Thunder down 11 here at home. Thunder look a little rattled on the defensive end. Hartenstein almost turns it over, now does. Dylan Harper collects the loose ball. Harper in transition. Castle to the corner. It's Vassell. Pump fake to the rim. What ball move for San Antonio. Champagnie with a corner 3. And it's a 14-point Spurs lead. McCain hits the deck, gets inside, and banks it home. Who is going to be that calming presence for this Thunder team? I mean, they're shooting 58% from the field. They just can't get any stops. Castle with a 3. That one no good. Caruso with the board. Thunder running. SGA to the rim. Flips it to the corner. McCain 3. That's good. That's 5 straight points for Jared McCain. And now San Antonio calls timeout. And the Thunder have some momentum here. Trailed just by 14. Now down by 9. 5-0 little spurt. Oh, by the acquired Jared McCain at the trade deadline. I think we're in for a long, hard, tough, big game tonight, folks. So hopefully you guys are ready to have some fun. You can add to your fun with Prize Picks, the daily fantasy sports app that makes watching these type of games so much better. Millions of people, including your boy, play Prize Picks out in the daily. Just pick more or less on 2 to 6 player stat projections. They have so many different specials. They have Flex Friday. They have max discounts like they did today with Victor Wembanyama, half a point. You should have took advantage of that if you had the app. You also have other discounts like Taco Tuesday. I have an entry in for tonight's game. 4-player entry. You see it right here. Caruso, 2 or more threes. Got no so far. Dylan Harper, 0 points. Or less than 10 points. He's got 0. And then I have more on Victor Wembanyama, 4.5 steals and blocks. Wembanyama does have a steal, so for whatever reason, our software not... Oh, that's why. There we go. Now it's updated with 1. So we just need 4 more there. You can join me on Prize Picks. Download the app. Use code HMA to get $50 in lineups when you play your first $5 lineup. That's code HMA to get $50 in lineups when you play your first $5 lineup. Appreciate Prize Picks for sponsoring today's show. I feel good about this. What do you guys think? Do y'all think I hit my Prize Picks? I don't think Dylan Harper gets to 10 points today. I just feel like a rookie on the road, Game 7. I know he gets a lot of minutes, but this Spurs team going to probably play a lot of Fox, a lot of Castle, a lot of Vassell, Wembanyama, and then Champagnie. Like, I don't know if Harper gets a ton of minutes tonight. We know Caruso will, and he's, like I said, all 3 games at home in the series, has 3 threes or more in all 3 of those games. And Wemby is just such a deterrent defensively. I'll take him to get 5 steals and blocks combined. Already has 1 steal. I think he can get to 3-4 blocks. I feel hopeful about this. I feel hopeful. I feel hopeful. I feel hopeful. We'll see, though. We'll see. Appreciate the 355 people watching here. It's been quite the game so far. Subscribe if you haven't already. We'll be live for NBA Free Agency, the NBA Finals, and the NBA Draft. Finals start Wednesday night. If the Thunder can stop turning the ball over, I feel like they can make something happen. Like, both teams have made a lot of their shots. It's just all about if they can keep themselves from turning the ball over. Stephon Castle being hounded by Caruso. Turns the corner. Gets inside. Hangs in the air. Gets it blocked by SGA. Ball hits the ground. And the Thunder have it. SGA in transition to Holmgren. Holmgren gets it ripped away. He is the most soft player ever. But how about Jared McCain getting into the action and stealing it away from Castle? So chaos. SGA now driving, hanging, can't finish. But a foul called on Dylan Harper, and the MVP is heading to the line. Chet Holmgren with a couple turnovers early, just careless and soft with the basketball. I don't want to be mean, but I want to call him the biggest baby back bleep out there. He is the softest player in the NBA. Softest player in the NBA. SGA makes the pair of free throws, now up to 6 points for Gilgeous-Alexander. It's a 7-point Spurs lead. It's actually a 7-0 Spurs or a Thunder run. Spurs went up 27-13. Wembanyama back in, guarded by Arkansas Jalen Williams, rises and airballs. Rebounded by SGA. SGA, guarded by Fox. He likes that matchup. Swings it over to McCain. McCain, off the bench, has had 5 points so far in this quarter. SGA, step back three over Fox. Too strong. Another offensive rebound for OKC. They have, I think, 5 or 6 already. They've been all over the offensive glass. That's their 4th, they say. SGA, drive kick. Jalen Williams, no good on the 3. So unable to capitalize on the second opportunity. Vassell in the pick and roll. Rises at the elbow. Can't hit. Spurs have gone a bit cold here at the end of this first quarter. Can OKC take advantage? McCain's feeling it. Walks into a 3. Oh, in and out. Chet Holmgren on the offensive glass is fouled, and it will be side out for OKC. But once again, the offensive rebounding been a story. That's the 5th offensive rebound. Look at the rebounding difference. 3 total rebounds for San Antonio compared to OKC's 12. And then obviously offensive favors OKC pretty heavily. Kenrich Williams checks into the game. As the Thunder go with Chet at the 5. Holmgren on the slip. Flings it out to the inserted Kenrich Williams, who comes up short on the 3. Oh, almost double dribble from Fox. No call. I think he held it up anyway. Now Harper with a spin move inside. Gets to his right hand and floats it in. That's a tough finish by the rookie. Playing off 2 feet, folks. SGA driving inside. Running bank shot. Too strong. Wanted a foul. Vassell now in transition. Galloping to the rim. He's fouled. And San Antonio will get an opportunity to get back up by double digits with Vassell at the line. Did Harper travel? Yeah, that pivot foot slid. But they don't call many travels in the NBA. Vassell makes the first free throw. As Julian Champagnie checks back in, Dylan Harper will take a seat. Vassell makes both. It's an 11-point lead. SGA gets the switch on to Keldon Johnson. Swings it to McCain. One more to Kenrich Williams. Good ball movement for the Spurs, or for the Thunder here. 4 on the shot clock. Caruso has to fire a 3. Gets it up in time. No good. OKC a bit disgruntled here offensively. And the Spurs throw it away on the other end. That's the second Spurs turnover. San Antonio leading by 11 still. Dead ball turnovers won't kill you. SGA looking to find some space. Drop off to Hartenstein. Kick out Caruso. Caruso from 3. No. Kenrich Williams with the tip in on the weak side. Fox driving, kicking. Harrison Barnes into the game for the first time. Wembanyama. A foul called on Hartenstein. The Spurs are in the bonus, so Wembanyama getting free throws. The Spurs are going to lose this challenge. The Thunder are going to challenge this. Wembanyama absolutely forearms Isaiah Hartenstein in the face. This will be reversed to an offensive foul on Victor Wembanyama. I mean, there's just absolutely no world that doesn't get overturned. Because before the foul from Hartenstein, Wembanyama forearms Hartenstein in the face. So that's definitely going to be overturned and a offensive foul on Wembanyama. And if it isn't, I think we might have a rigged game on our hands, folks. LA Crash Dog with the 5. Love my Lakers, but would like to see the Spurs win. SaveAWarrior.org for veterans and first responders struggling. We lose 22 veterans every day to suicide. LA Crash Dog, we appreciate your super chat. We appreciate all the veterans. And if anyone would like to go donate to SaveAWarrior.org and help out the veterans and first responders struggling, that is a kind thing to do. We appreciate everyone who has served in the past. Do I think it's a Wemby flagrant? I don't know if they'll go with a flagrant. Now, if it was a flagrant, it would just be a flagrant 1. It would not be a flagrant 2. Flagrant 2 obviously is ejection. Flagrant 1 would just be free throws and ball. I do think it's a foul offensively no matter what. I'm not sure if it will rise to the level of a flagrant. I mean, that's clearly offensive. Mark Dagenhall just got teed up. Now, the foul has been overturned. So it is an offensive foul on Victor Wembanyama, but the Spurs are actually going to get a free throw out of this. That's crazy. I can't believe they teed up Dagenhall. Wemby makes the free throw. That's crazy. He got teed up. All right, 10-point game. SGA doubled. Man, they just send Wembanyama at SGA every time. McCain now inside. No. A foul on Stephon Castle as Hartenstein got the board. The head coach of the Thunder got the technical. Cason Wallace kicks it out to McCain. Top of the key three. McCain! He has been big. 8 points off the bench for Jared McCain. He's the Thunder's leading scorer. Wembanyama, under 10 on the clock. To the corner. De'Aaron Fox, short on the 3. 2, 1. Wallace, half quarter at the buzzer. Oh, it almost went. That's going to do it for the first 12 minutes. It is a Spurs 7-point lead after 12 minutes of action. 32-25. It's been a good game so far. Oh boy. That is a lot of bots. We appreciate LA Crash Dog, amongst others, for getting rid of those bots. 32-25. You take a look at this first quarter. I mean, I think it's been really defined by two things. One has been the turnovers from Oklahoma City. 6 turnovers for the Thunder. The Spurs have double-digit points, I believe, off of Spurs or Thunder turnovers. Thunder have to keep better care of the basketball. And then on the flip side, where would OKC be without 7 offensive rebounds? So the Thunder have put themselves in a hole because of their turnovers, but have kept themselves in the game by creating second chance opportunities with 7 offensive rebounds. And you just wouldn't anticipate a Spurs team who's pretty big, Victor Wembanyama, having such issues on the defensive glass. Very interesting. After one quarter, my Prize Picks lineup. Need 4 more steals and blocks from Wemby. Need Dylan Harper to continue to score at this pace. Need Caruso to knock down some threes. We know he's going to get some up. He's taken 2. I anticipate Caruso taking probably another 5, 6 more. Honestly, I think Caruso gets 6, 8 threes tonight. So can he just make 2 of them? Hopefully 3, though. Jason, I'm just going to say Jason, said, I'm from the future. OKC just won. Was it a good game at least? Was it a good game at least? Folks, we got 368 people watching. We currently have 87 likes. We need to get to 100. Hit that thumbs up icon. I mean, this isn't even a 50% like rate, but we need to get to triple digits. We're 12 likes away. Help me out. Hit that thumbs up icon. Let's get to 12 likes or get to 100 during this timeout. There we go. We got to 100 likes. Appreciate everybody. All right, back into action. 32. SGA gets inside and hits the little midi, so a good start there. Gilgeous-Alexander now with 8 points. He has not come out of this ball game so far. It's a 5-point game. Spurs led as much as 14 in the first quarter. Harper lines up atop of the key 3. Connects. So 8-point Spurs lead. SGA double team, drops it off to Hartenstein, kicked out Caruso. His three-pointer rattles in and out. But another, they're going to call an offensive foul. Isaiah Hartenstein caught grabbing inside, so foul on the big man. Dylan Harper has been shooting it well in the postseason. Harper now attacks Holmgren. Loses his feet, but is able to kick it out before turning it over. Wembanyama inside the Barnes. Barnes, 5 on the shot clock. Out to Castle. Castle, deep three. Rattles in and out. Jared McCain grabs the board in traffic. McCain now the other way. No SGA. Takes his first breather of the evening. Holmgren has been quiet. McCain has not. McCain with a step back. McCain missing. But this time, a foul will be called on Victor Wembanyama grabbing Isaiah Hartenstein. So the two bigs just exchanged fouls on the offensive glass. I'll say, and Reggie Miller makes a good point, the Spurs offense is so free-flowing and easy right now. The Thunder are having to work for everything. Hartenstein, little floater, it goes. Good feed from Cason Wallace. That's 4 points now for the lefty big. Harper inside to Castle. What an athletic catch inside. Is able to kick it out for Barnes. No good, but we'll have another foul with the rebounding. This time, Julian Champagnie going into the back of Jared McCain. This game has been physical. It'll be fascinating to see how the officiating goes down here. Ball knocked out of bounds by Wemby. Feels like the Spurs are up by like 10, yet it's only 6. Chance to be closer if the Thunder can score on this possession. Stephon Castle and Harrison Barnes will sub out. Carter Bryant gets into the game for the first time. Fox reinserted. McCain probing at the free throw line. Elevates and knocks it down. The friendly roll. That's 10 points for Jared McCain. And the Thunder within 4. Fox now getting inside. Little floater. Rattles it home. De'Aaron Fox. Often the X factor for San Antonio. Cason Wallace, hounded by Harper. Good defense. Kicks out to Hartenstein. Running push shot there. No good. Brian Holmgren hit the deck. Harper the other way. Swung to Wembanyama. Right wing three. Good! You can tell how much this means to Wemby. Fist pumping after a made three. And now Caruso and De'Aaron Fox are both having words with the officials. Well, I can see why. De'Aaron Fox, before that little floater just a second ago, stepped out of bounds and the officials missed it. Like, I don't have a dog in the fight, but this is Game 7 of the Western Conference Finals. How are we missing players stepping out of bounds? Seriously. De'Aaron Fox had his whole ass foot on the sideline, and we're missing that? What are we doing here? I mean, is it too much to ask for good officiating in Game 7 of the Western Conference Finals? Ridiculous. How about we figure that out, man? If you've just joined us, 500 people watching, Super Chat menu tonight. We appreciate any donation to the channel as we are here live for free. Any Super Chat gets on screen. If you are a fan of a team in the NBA, we will talk about them. $50, I'll do a beer bong. I'll also offer $20 Super Chat. I got some Patron. I'll take a shot here. Why not? Saturday night. Why not? Appreciate the Super Chats that have already came in tonight from a couple real ones like LA Crash Dog, Jeff Bartlett, and Ronald. Nine-point Spurs lead. Both teams shooting relatively well from the field. The difference is the Spurs are 6 of 12 from 3. The Thunder have 6 turnovers. That's not going to help. Not many free throws so far. That's a good positive. I thought the Thunder were going to win this game coming into the night. Right now, when it's not just because of the 9-point lead, if you just take away the scoreboard, say it was a tie game, but you watch how the Spurs are playing compared to the Thunder, everything is easier for the Spurs. I think they win. I mean, guys, Shin says refs are finally not biased. Listen, you cannot be happy with the free throw hunting that the Thunder do, but we can't be openly rooting for a rigged officiating game. Like, you guys can't justify and say it's good that the refs are missing the Spurs going out of bounds just because you don't like the Thunder. Like, we need good officiating. All right, we're back here. See how the Thunder respond after the timeout. Dylan Harper just drilled Jared McCain to the floor. No whistles there. McCain driving, kicks it out to Caruso. Caruso now cuts inside, comes up short on the floater, but Jalen Williams is there for the offensive rebound and putback. So the offensive glass continues to be a storyline for the Thunder in this one. 7 offensive rebounds. De'Aaron Fox, pull up 3. No good. Rebound, Cason Wallace. Ooh, good crossover. Wallace, step back 3. That's just not his game. Not much of an off-the-dribble player. SGA checking back in. Double screen at the top. Fox drive kick. Gets it back. Now probes inside. Loses the handle. Ball finds Dylan Harper. Harper to the rim. Harper blocked by Holmgren. Thunder have 5-on-4. Up ahead to Caruso, who misses the layup. I mean, you just can't have that. And now Carter Bryant the other way inside. Finishes! What a sequence there! SGA, spin move on Fox, fouled. In the act of shooting will be free throws for Gilgeous-Alexander. He's 2 of 2 at the line tonight. Those are the only 2 free throws so far for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Not many free throws for either team tonight. SGA rarely misses the free throw. I mean, I see people commenting free throws for SGA. What's new? He got hacked. Like I said, I don't care who wins. I don't have a dog in the fight. But I don't know why you guys are so like anti good officiating. Guy got absolutely smacked on the forearm in the act of shooting, and we don't want that to be a foul. He misses both free throws. That's a rarity. Luke Cornett inside is fouled, and he will get 2 free throws. Cornett with 2 free throws here. Spurs have led it the entire game. The Thunder have never led. Cornett makes the pair. It's an 11-point lead. SGA finds some space from 3 and hits. SGA now with 11 points. He's been efficient tonight so far. And now the Spurs are going to call timeout. The pressure by OKC, hard time getting it in. Eight-point game. This allows us to tell you about today's presenting sponsor, which is Prize Picks. Download the app today and get $50 instant in lineups when you play your first $5. There are so many great features on Prize Picks. My favorite, I think, is the missions. Not every week you'll get missions, but sometimes they will allow you to complete missions to earn rewards like payout boosts, protected lineups, heck, even bonus lineups. Combine projections from basketball, baseball, hockey, football, and more. I've got an entry on today's game. We've talked about it so far, but we'll showcase it again here. I've got more on Victor Wembanyama, half a point, max discount. Take advantage of those specials. More on Wembanyama, 4.5 steals and blocks. Less on Dylan Harper, 10 points. And more on Alex Caruso, 2 3-pointers. It's been a little bit of a dicey start so far. Get started today. Download the app and use code HMA to get $50 in lineups when you play your first $5 lineup. That is code HMA to get $50 in lineups when you play your first $5 lineup. Link is in the live chat and description of today's live show. Yeah, I felt pretty good about my Prize Picks lineup early. Now I don't. Wemby's still stuck at 1 steal or block, but he could get a lot in a hurry. Harper with that made 3, now halfway home to 10 points. Don't like that. Maybe he has a quiet rest of the game. And then more on Alex Caruso, 2 3-pointers. He's 0-3 from 3. So, we'll see. We'll see. Leading scorer in tonight's game, SGA, with 11 points. After that, made 3. He's 2 of 4 at the free throw line. Yeah, time, man. Those bots, dude, they're frustrating, man. They're frustrating. Important 6 minutes here to close out this half. I mean, the Spurs have led the entire way. If they hold a double-digit lead in a half, it's going to be pretty difficult for the Thunder to come back. But can OKC fight back? Do I like margaritas? Yeah. I like margaritas. Day says they cheated the Spurs out of 2 points. Carter Bryant layup. What are you talking about? Carter Bryant made a layup and scored. He cheated out of 2 points. Wembanyama back in. Drives baseline up and under layup. No good. Rebound there by Holmgren. SGA in transition. Slows it down now and resets the offense. Oh, killer crossover. Drop off inside. Jalen Williams missing the baseline shot. And the ball goes out of bounds off Victor Wembanyama. Cason Wallace to inbound on the baseline. Gets it to Jalen Williams. Now SGA at the elbow. Gilgeous-Alexander pump fake. Leans in. Didn't get the foul call. Offensive rebound though, OKC. SGA splits inside and throws it down with 2 hands. Tried the foul bait. Didn't get it. Gets the ball back and throws it down. Game high 13 points. Julian Champagnie, left wing 3. No good. Rebound OKC. Can the Thunder draw closer? Gilgeous-Alexander isolated at the top of the key. Oh, killer crossover. Euro step. Drop off to Holmgren. Holmgren blocked by Champagnie, but a foul. Champagnie looks at the Spurs bench and almost looked like he nodded in terms of, yeah, I got him. I wish they were showing the replay of the foul, but I don't control the broadcast. I would have liked to see it. Holmgren missing the free throw. So the Thunder have missed their last 3 free throws. And I'll tell you what, you guys hate SGA. I hate Chet Holmgren. You want to talk about a player I hate? Chet Holmgren. Holmgren misses both. So the Thunder have missed 4 straight free throws as a team. They're 2 of 6 at the line. Spurs are 6 of 6. Foul on Jalen Williams guarding Wembanyama. Will be side out. San Antonio not in the bonus. Alex Caruso checking back in. Dort has been bad in the series. Got off to a bad start in the first quarter. Back in. Guarding Castle. Castle gets to the rim. Can't finish. And it's OKC ball as it hits a Spur last and goes out of bounds. Ooh, SGA, crossover, elbow pull-up. Gets the roll. Gilgeous-Alexander has been in fuego so far in this one. 15 points on 6 of 9 shooting. Vassell driving, gets by Holmgren, up and under layup. No, Castle there for the rebound and put back. Thunder quickly the other way. It's Jalen Williams with a little push shot. Spurs didn't get back defensively. And now we got a back and forth game. 9-2 Thunder run. They're back within 4. Never letting this one. Wemby driving, tries to draw the foul, no call. Dylan Harper, offensive rebound, kick out Wemby, deep three, no. And the Thunder can draw even closer. You can feel like a moment is here. SGA on the left wing. Step back, 18-footer. It's good! SGA is feeling it at home in Game 7. The two-time MVP looks like a two-time MVP. He's got 11 points in the quarter. Spurs, Wemby looking for a response. Misses the running push shot. Thunder can tie or take the lead. 3.5 to go in the first half. A double quickly by the Spurs. And with 8 on the shot clock, it's a turnover. Castle now in transition. Castle fouled. That might be a flagrant. Caruso didn't really make a basketball play there. Tackles Castle in the air. I think that might be a flagrant. They are going to review this. At minimum, it's 2 free throws for Castle. It might be 2 free throws and the ball. How about the rookie Dylan Harper running and going on the floor to hold Castle so he didn't get up and react too viciously to Alex Caruso, the young rookie. Yo, I'm not going to lie. I've said multiple times, I don't care who wins this game. We aren't going to tolerate people hoping for injuries in the live chat. So do not wish injury upon anybody in the live chat. Do not do that. I don't want, we're not here. We're going to be civilized NBA fans tonight. We don't got to wish injury upon players. This should absolutely be a flagrant throw, in my opinion. It should be 2 free throws and ball for Spurs. Wow. They're going to say it's a common foul. I'll say this, between Wembanyama forearming Hartenstein in the face on a drive and then that, both those fouls not being flagrants tells me you have to do something crazy out of pocket to get a flagrant foul tonight. Castle makes the free throw. That's the difference so far in this one. OKC's battled back, but the Spurs are 7-7 at the line. The Thunder are 2-6. Castle misses the second. So it's a still 1-possession game. Both teams are in the bonus the rest of this quarter. SGA rising over Castle. Oh, he is on fire, man. That basket looks like an ocean for SGA. He's got 19, 8 of 11 from the field. Hasn't even done it at the free throw line. Fox, turnaround jumper. Oh, Fox, pretty. 7 points now for the veteran. SGA driving, drop off. It's a Dort elbow jumper. Too strong. SGA on the offensive glass. Back out to Dort. His three. We're tied! First time it's been even since it was 0-0. Two to play in the opening half. Fox kicking. Keldon Johnson missing the three. Keldon Johnson has been non-existent in this game. Thunder can take their first lead of the game. Ten on the shot clock. This possession's gone nowhere. SGA is going to have to make something happen. They double. J. Will at the free throw line. The Thunder have taken the lead. Fox behind the back dribble, loses it inside, turnover, and now a foul on Keldon Johnson. That's going to be 2 free throws for Chet Holmgren. He just missed a pair. Can he exercise those demons and knock down these 2? I'll tell you what, I know a lot of people in the chat don't like SGA because of the foul baiting, and I understand some of it. He has been playing one heck of a Game 7. SGA is playing an A-plus game right now. I mean, 19 points, 4 boards, 5 assists at halftime on 8 of 11 shooting. If SGA was playing his B- game, I think the Spurs would be winning right now by like 15. SGA's A-plus game has mounted a 14-point comeback and given OKC a 3-point lead with 1:15 to go in this half. Holmgren makes the pair, and it's a 4-point Thunder lead. Halftime can't come soon enough for the young Spurs. Fox inside, kick out, Keldon Johnson. Poor spacing for the Spurs, and they have to reset with 10 on the clock. Ball knocked out of bounds by SGA, so it'll be sideline out, 6 seconds. Castle, straight line to the rim, kicks it out. Fox gets it off in time. Oh, that's a big-time 3 for De'Aaron Fox. $10 points for Fox now. 1-point game. Turnover. Thunder, give it up. Castle, blocked by SGA, but Keldon Johnson on the putback. And just like that, the Spurs go back in front by a point. A seesaw affair here in OKC. Caruso quickly the other way, trying to go 2 for 1. Can't get it to go. And now the Spurs will slow it down. 4-second differential between shot clock and game clock. What a big little spurt here in the last 40 seconds by the Spurs to reclaim the lead. 4 on the shot clock. Wemby driving, spinning, fading away, banks it home. 4 seconds on the clock. Caruso, 3, 2, pulls up from 3. No. And we are going to enter the second half with the Spurs leading by 3. The Thunder stormed all the way back to reclaim the lead, but the Spurs end the half strongly to take a 3-point lead into the break. Grade the game so far. It's been pretty dang good. A, B, C, D, or F. Been pretty dang good of a game so far. Ty Man A, Jeffrey A, this has been entertaining. Peter A+. Yeah, this game's fantastic so far. What a game, man. What a game. We'll look at some stats so far in this one. You see here, Thunder not shooting the ball well from 3, 5 of 18, but dominating the glass. 26 rebounds, 9 of them offensive. It's given them a lot of second chance opportunities in this one. The Thunder actually have, do they have the stats here? No, they don't have second chance points. But Spurs' hot shooting has kept them in this one, or given them the lead. San Antonio, remember, led by 14 at one point in the first quarter. Thunder came all the way back. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been sensational. 19 points, 5 assists to 2 turnovers, 4 rebounds. I mean, obviously you can't just double the guy's stat totals, but he's on pace for a 38-point, 10 assist, 8 rebound game. If he were to finish with 38, 10, and 8 and shoot 70% from the field in a Game 7 of the Western Conference Finals, it might go down as one of the best performances in NBA history. But obviously there's a lot of basketball to be played, and the likelihood of him having that exact stat line in the second half is extremely, extremely low. Cason Wallace starting this game, no A.J. Mitchell, no Jalen Williams again, hasn't really been that impactful in my eyes. 3 points, does have 4 assists, 4 rebounds, but hasn't really made anything happen defensively, only made the 1 3. Surprisingly, Alex Caruso has really struggled tonight. One of the best role players of the last 10 years, heck, one of the best role players of the last 50 years, has not been able to find his footing offensively tonight. 0 of 4 from 3, 1 of 8 from the field. Hasn't really made a difference defensively either. Like, he's been good, but like he hasn't been like creating a bunch of turnovers per se. If the Thunder want to win this one, they're going to need better performances from Caruso and Cason Wallace in the second half. Jared McCain was very good in that first 24 minutes. Off the bench, he kind of steadied the ship early. I mean, the Spurs went up 14 in the first quarter. Jared McCain had 10 points in the first 14, 16 minutes of this game. Without him having the hot start offensively off the bench, I'm not sure the Thunder were going to be able to climb all the way back into this one. Lu Dort has been pretty non-existent. He's been struggling all series long. Those struggles continue. Chet Holmgren needs to be better. I said it in our pregame. Chet Holmgren is the X factor for both ways. Like, I thought if Chet played a good game, the Thunder would win without really any question. But a bad game or a mediocre game from Chet allows the Spurs a better chance. Because when Chet is a presence at the rim defensively, getting on the glass, and becoming an outlet for SGA as that second guy, well, that's where he changes things in this equation. but he's been pretty bad so far. Isaiah Hartenstein has been way better. 4 points, 3 rebounds. Stats aren't crazy, but his impact on the glass, drawing a couple fouls, creating a couple second chance opportunities. I think Isaiah Hartenstein certainly has been the better of the two bigs for OKC tonight. Stephon Castle has been sensational so far. I think he's been the best player for San Antonio. 12 points. He actually started the game shooting 4 or 5 and having 12 points. Cooled off there late in the first half, but De'Aaron Fox picked him up. The veteran has a pair of threes. Fox had 5 points in that final, 2-minute stretch of the half. De'Aaron Fox has been pretty big. The rookie Harper off the bench has 5 points. Hasn't got a lot of playing time. Devin Vassell has 7 points. Quiet 7 points. Hasn't really thought anything of him so far. Victor Wembanyama got off to a hot start, but really struggled down the stretch shooting. Also, only 3 rebounds for Vic. And he really hasn't been that impactful defensively. Like, he's been impactful in terms of deterring people. But if you want to talk about getting steals, getting some blocks, none so far. Only 1 steal for Victor Wembanyama, 0 blocks. Unfortunately for me, my Prize Picks lineup tonight, 4-player lineup, 1750 to win 161. I had more on Alex Caruso threes because he had 3 threes or more in all 3 games at home this series. 0 in the first half. Dylan Harper, 5 points. Need him to have less than 10. I had more on Victor Wembanyama, half a point. It was a max discount given out by Prize Picks. And then I also had more on 4.5 steals and blocks for Wemby. He has just the 1. So certainly not looking great for my Prize Picks lineup through the first half. But we'll see how this transpires in half number 2. Knicks keep getting rest, and plate seems to have gone one game after another. Yeah, I mean, listen, the Knicks are still going to have the rest advantage, but can I argue it's not that? It's obviously important, but it's not that different. Like, this game's on Saturday. If the game was on Sunday, I'll give it to you. Whoever wins will have Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday to recover. 3 days off is a good amount of time for recovery. I don't really think it is a crazy difference in rest there. That's just my opinion. Potato says Spurs or Thunder winning finals in 5. I would say I think whoever wins this game wins the finals, but I don't know if I'll say 5. Jay Stone says Wemby looks frazzled. I would say he's frazzled. Has he been good offensively? No. He's definitely been a little hesitant sometimes on the offensive end, like with his reads, because like the Thunder are doubling him quite a bit, and he hasn't been that good at handling it. SGA had struggles early this series handling double teams. He's been really good tonight, quickly getting out of his hands and creating a 4-on-3 advantage or dribbling out of it and then reattacking. How about that stat? Spurs are 8-0 so far in the playoffs when leading at the half. Never seen Wemby play this bad. I mean, he's definitely had worse games. Like, y'all acting like Wemby's been god-awful. I don't really think he's been god-awful. Like, he's got, like, if this is the worst you've ever seen him play, like, I'm sorry, it's just a lie. Like, you can say Wemby hasn't been as good as you thought he was going to be tonight, but thinking this is the worst half of basketball he's ever played, that's ludicrous. I mean, it's not the best half, but, like, thinking this is the worst half ever is crazy. Should be back in action within 5-6 minutes. Maybe sooner. I don't really know. I didn't keep track. Excited for the second half. Appreciate the 600 people still hanging out with us here. 28,000 people have tuned in throughout tonight's stream. Appreciate all y'all. Let's see what we got in store for us here in half number 2. I'm excited to see where we go here. Is Giannis going to the Heat? I freaking hope so. I'm a Heat fan, if no one knew that. If you're just tuning in, I do most of our NBA coverage here at Chat Sports, but I also host the Heat Report, the Heat channel here. I'm a diehard Heat fan, so I hope so. All right, here we go. Let's have a good second half, folks. We're underway. Thunder down by 3. They start the second half with the ball. Gilgeous-Alexander was phenomenal. He drives, kicks. Jalen Williams getting the start in the second half instead of Isaiah Hartenstein. They're also starting Alex Caruso. Williams missing the 3. Castle driving on Cason Wallace, swings to the corner for Fox. Fox missing that one. Had 2 threes in the first half. Gilgeous-Alexander gets Fox on him. That's a matchup he likes to attack. Doubled out to Wallace. Wallace swings it to Caruso. Caruso with a pump fake drive. Floater, no good. So both teams missing early here in the second half. Caruso really struggling tonight. 1 of 9 from the field. Vassell with a dribble pull-up jumper. That falls. Caruso, 1 of 9 today. 4 on the shot clock. Possession going nowhere. They end up getting a little pick and roll from Caruso and Jalen Williams, and the Thunder are able to put it up and in. Eight points now for Jalen Williams. Getting the start here over Hartenstein to start half number 2. Wembanyama inside, throws it down. SGA attacking inside. Blocked by Wemby. First block of the night for Wembanyama. He's fired up about it. We'll stay with the Hornets. Why did I say that? The Thunder on the baseline. Oh, ball thrown away. SGA is able to save it before it goes into the backcourt. Gilgeous-Alexander, 5 on the shot clock. Step back, left wing 3. Oh, SGA has just been unbelievable tonight. 22 points now. Wembanyama spinning, running inside and missing. Wembanyama getting to the rim and missing point blank. Chet Holmgren with the defense. Caruso, drive, kick, Holmgren, pump fake the 3. Now to Jalen Williams in the corner. Williams to Caruso for the lead. And it's good! The Thunder put themselves back in front by 1. Castle inside, blocked by Cason Wallace. Ball on the deck, still loose, out of bounds. It's going to be Thunder ball. How about this? That lead change from the Thunder going in front is the first time that there has been a lead change in the second half of this series since Game 1, which means from Game 1 to now, so Games 2 through 6, the leader at the half led the entire second half. We're in for a good one tonight. We got a banger in the opener. I think we're getting a banger in the bookend. SGA, pump fake, draws the foul, got Stephon Castle in the air on the pump fake, and leaned in. He'll head to the line for 2. SGA expands the lead here with the made free throw. This has been SGA's best game of the series so far. Just been unguardable. Anytime they send two to double him, he is making the right read and getting an open look for his teammates. SGA makes the pair. He's 4 of 6 at the line tonight, and the Thunder have a 3-point lead. Castle swinging it. Champagnie, corner 3. We're tied up. SGA sees a pair of bodies, resets it. Kaysen Wallace with a baseline drive, throws it away. Turnover. Fox in transition. Fox gets it stolen away. SGA knocked it loose. Dort picked it up. And then the Thunder, did they get awarded with the timeout here? I think they did. So turnover. SGA knocked it loose from Fox. Dort got on the deck, picked it up, and the Thunder called timeout. We're tied up at 63. What a game so far tonight, folks. We got to tell you about today's sponsor, that being Prize Picks. Download the app. You get $50 in lineups when you use code HMA. All you got to do is play $5. There's so many different ways you can play. Flex play, power play. You can use demons to minimize your risk, but minimize your reward. You can, or that was goblins. Demons maximize your risk, but maximize your reward. My entry for today hasn't been that good, if we're just going to be completely honest, but you never know. Things can change. Caruso did make a 3, so we're 1 away from at least getting to that 2-point mark. Wembanyama did have another block, so we are 3 blocks/steals away, and we need Dylan Harper to score less than 5 points the rest of the game. Certainly is back in play. Now we got a quick Wemby block and a quick Caruso 3. There is a chance this Prize Picks lineup can hit. You can take lineups like these, download the app, use code HMA to get $50 in lineups when you play your first $5 lineup. That's code HMA to get $50 in lineups when you play your first $5 lineup. Link is in the live chat and description of today's stream. Wow, what a game so far, folks. What a game so far. Subscribe if you haven't already, because who else is here live on YouTube breaking down the game for free? And we'll be live for the NBA Finals. I'll be live for the NBA Finals every game but one. We'll be live on Wednesday for Game 1. I will miss Game 2. I have a prior obligation, but I'll be back for Games 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 if necessary. I think we're in for a good finish here tonight, and I think we're in for a good NBA Finals. I think we're getting a banger Game 7 and a banger NBA Finals. New York doesn't want Spurs in the final. I mean, I don't think it really matters of who they play. It's going to be a tough series regardless. Ninja, who's the substitute host? It's going to be Tyler Smith hosting there. Tyler Smith did Game 6, 3 and 4 in this series for us. He'll be substitute host. I'll do the rest of the NBA Finals games. I had a couple I was in Denver last weekend, and then I had family visiting Thursday night, which is why I didn't do the 2 streams those 3 streams. But we'll be here for the NBA Finals outside of Game 2. All right, back in action here in Game 7. 8 minutes to go here in the third quarter. SGA to Hartenstein. Hartenstein with a push shot. Came up short. Wembanyama certainly altered that one. San Antonio looking to reclaim the lead. Wemby driving, kicking. Champagnie just made a corner 3. Misses that one, but Lu Dort called for a foul, not allowing Champagnie to land on the 3. Lu Dort has been a big-time negative for the Thunder in this series. And he's been a negative tonight. What are you doing, Lu Dort? Champagnie delivers the lead for San Antonio once again. Champagnie misses the second. Champagnie, the former St. John Johnny, makes 2 of 3. And the lead is 2 for San Antonio. 9 of 11 at the line is the Spurs. 6 of 10 for OKC. Oh, my goodness. Jared McCain and Devin Vassell just tackled each other, and the foul is going to be on Jared McCain. I got to see this one back. That was odd. That was something. I mean, both players were, I would say, too aggressive in their contact, but McCain did hook the arm. Certainly an offensive foul. Vassell wants it to be reviewed. That's a stretch. Champagnie with a 3. He's open. He connects. Julian Champagnie with 8 points in the quarter. Is he going to be the hero for San Antonio? SGA driving inside, fading away, and hitting on Wemby. My goodness, SGA's got it on lock tonight. Castle kicking. Keldon Johnson corner 3. No. Champagnie there again on the offensive glass. Rare offensive board for San Antonio tonight. 5 on the shot clock. Dylan Harper's got a hoist. Driving. Pull up midi. Oh my goodness. Harper, how did you make that? Seven points now for Harper. Caruso gets to the rim. Oh my goodness, he misses the layup. Alex Caruso has been awful offensively tonight. Harper now the other way. Spinning, kicking. Champagnie again. Yes, sir! Timeout OKC. Julian Champagnie, the hero. Has 11 points in the quarter. Wow. What a game. Yeah, old lady, please don't spam. What a game so far. How the Heat looking? Not good unless we get Giannis. $800 people watching. Appreciate everybody for tuning in tonight. Both teams calling timeouts here early in this third quarter. Egg says Thunder need to trade Chet and a ton of first-round picks for Wemby. I don't think there is a singular trade that the Spurs would accept for Wembanyama. And I really mean that. Like, I think the word for a player being untradeable is a little low. I don't think the Spurs would ever trade Wembanyama. He is maybe the most untradeable player in the NBA. I think SGA's up there, too, to be fair. Like, if Wembanyama requested a trade, which I don't think he ever would, actually. Like, maybe, I don't know. You never thought Giannis would want out of Milwaukee, and here we are. But, like, would that be the biggest trade package in NBA history? If, like, say Wemby requested a trade in 4 years, like, he's still 27, 28, and, like it'd be the craziest thing ever. Better run, SGA or Russ and OKC? Well, I mean, it's got to be SGA, right? Like, he won a title. Like, Russ, when in that triple-double MVP year, like, sure, maybe that's, like, a better year than any year that SGA has had. But, like, when you win a finals and finals MVP, finals MVP, and MVP in the same year, that's something. Alex Caruso turns it over. Caruso's been awful tonight. I mean, a lot of contact there. Should have probably been a foul call on Harper. I mean, he grabbed Caruso multiple times there. I mean, I get it's game 7. You want to allow some physicality. That's kind of wild. It's not a foul. And now the OKC Thunder get called for a foul. Jalen Williams and Wembanyama get tied up. And now we have an offensive foul on Stephon Castle. Chaos. Eight-point lead for San Antonio. SGA probing inside, kicking, swinging. Jalen Williams now kicks to Kenrich Williams. Williams driving. He lines up for a floater. No good. Wembanyama, sense and blood, lines up a three. Gets good. Back to an 11-point lead for San Antonio. The Spurs are on a 16-2 run. SGA, elbow pull-up jumper. A miss. Ball goes out of bounds. It will be Spurs ball. Everything going San Antonio's way right now. Champagnie misses that three. Chet plucks the rebound out of the air. Thunder in transition. Caruso to the rim. Fouled. And Caruso hits the deck hard there. That's the fourth foul on Stephon Castle. Caruso getting up gingerly here. Caruso makes the first. Wembanyama will take a brief break on the bench. Caruso makes both free throws. Harper attacking, almost loses it. Gets it to Keldon Johnson. Johnson inside, can't finish. Hartenstein with the rebound. Here comes OKC, down 9. Gilgeous-Alexander inside to Hartenstein, and he can't handle that pass. The 12th turnover for the Thunder. Fox probing inside, missing the floater. Ball batted around. A loose ball foul on who? On Hartenstein. All right, side out for San Antonio. Vassell's been quiet tonight offensively, misses that three. Keldon Johnson, offensive rebound. Man, he just went right through SGA to grab that ball. What a rebound by Keldon Johnson. Keldon Johnson misses the free throw. Johnson makes the second. So 10-point game. 4 minutes to go in quarter number 3. SGA driving, step back over Wemby. He is fouled. So Wembanyama picks up, I think that's his third. Yeah, it's his third. I want to see the replay there. Must have been on the landing. as SGA makes the first free throw. Makes the pair. We got an 8-point game. Remember, San Antonio led by 3 at the half. Thunder jumped out by 3 or 4 here early third quarter. Spurs have stormed back. Keldon Johnson missing the 3. OKC out and running. SGA and Hartenstein pick and roll. Now SGA calls for a clear out. Step back. And he draws the 3-point foul, leaning into Devin Vassell. SGA heading right back to the line for 3. Let's make sure it was a 3-pointer. Certainly was. Redux thinks I look like the Deep. I don't know if I've ever gotten that compliment before. Looking like Chase Crawford or Chance Crawford, whatever his name is. That's a high honor right there. Listen, the Deep in the show, dumbass, but good-looking guy. So I guess I'll take that as a W. SGA makes the first 2. Makes this third. It's a 5-point game. All right, we got a 5-point game. Remember, San Antonio was just up by 11. Fox has been clutch tonight. Vassell, curling mid-range jumper, no good. Wembanyama with the rebound. Second opportunity. Vassell lines one up again. Another miss. Another long rebound. San Antonio with a third opportunity. Wemby, step back 3. No. And now a foul will be called on Keldon Johnson, throwing Alex Caruso to the floor. Well, I didn't know SGA was already up to 31 points. He's going to get to 40 tonight. Oh, Thunder in the bonus with that loose ball foul sends Alex Caruso to the line. Thunder can make this a 1-possession game with 2 free throws here. Caruso knocks it in. So a lot more free throws going to OKC here over the last couple minutes or so. I mean, to be fair, though, like, SGA did lean in there, but he got him. Vassell leaned into him. Like, they're all fouls. But interesting to see how the whistles have been blowing a little bit more frequently lately. 3-point game. "7-0 Thunder run. Fox, nifty step back, pull in. Oh, De'Aaron Fox. That was sick. 12 points for the lefty. McCain, he's been quiet ever since his outbreak in the first 12 minutes of this one. SGA, in and out dribble, pulls up in the mid-range, way off. Rebound goes to Vassell. Fox gets by Caruso inside, fouled. The Thunder are going to challenge, and they're going to win it. That was all ball. Thunder are going to challenge that foul call, and I think it's a good use of it. Now, they only had one left because they used one earlier in the game already, but that was clearly all ball. And now instead of De'Aaron Fox getting 2 free throws, you get the ball. Potentially a 4 or 5 point swing. And Caruso doesn't pick up his third foul. I think certainly that's a good challenge by Dagenhalt there. Check on the Prize Picks lineup. Still not great. Still alive. Not great, though. Almost 1,000 people watching. Can you do me a favor and quickly just hit that thumbs up icon? I want to get over 200 likes. We're at 173. There's 27 of you guys. I know that. Could just 1 second. We're live here for free. Hit that like button. Let's get to 200 likes, please. But I would anticipate this challenge being successful. It will be a successful challenge for OKC. It will be Thunderball. Yeah, we need more likes. Hit that thumbs up icon. Let's get to 200, man. We're at 189, now 190. See the final 2 minutes here. Important 2 minutes. SGA driving left. Euro stepping. Gets to the floor. No foul. I thought he got tripped, honestly. No call. Wembanyama driving. Kicking. It's Castle with a corner 3. Too strong. Holmgren grabs the board. Monades, this is my channel. So, I can do whatever the heck I want. Under 10 on the shot clock. 5 now. SJ's got to go. SGA double. Jalen Williams, grenade 3. Oh, he hits! Then see ya, Mana. No time. I don't cater to just one person. Bye. We're here live for free on a Saturday night. I want some likes on the stream. Timeout, San Antonio. Back and forth we go here in OKC. What a big-time triple there by Jalen Williams. They needed that one. That was the 8th made 3 of the night for OKC. You see here the free throws have picked up for the Thunder. They're 15 and 19 now. Ninja enjoys the Browns Chat Sports channel. Shout out Joey O'Donohue, J-O-D. Shout out Vibes, period with the like. Calling Jalen. That's crazy. What's up, Brian? Thank you, Kobe. We're in for a real fun final 12 minutes, man. All right. Final minute of the third quarter. 2-point game. Wembanyama thought about a deep three, drives, kicks Vassell. He'll miss the three, but Castle with the offensive rebound. Kicked out to Wemby. Wemby fouled on the drive. I'll tell you what, that was some flopping there. That was actually really bad. That was SGA level. Wemby makes the first free throw there. .48 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Wemby misses the second, so it's a 3-point game. Thunder can go 2 for 1 here. Potentially with a bucket, stop bucket, take the lead into the fourth. SGA attacking Champagnie, gets inside, kicks out to Wallace. Wallace 3. No, left it short. Harper gets the rebound, hits the deck, and gets it to Champagnie. 3-second differential, shot clock, game clock. So Spurs likely keeping the lead heading into the final quarter. Wemby in the pick and pop. Free throw line jumper. No good. Wallace gets it. 3-quarter court heave. Oh, it almost went in. But after 12 minutes of play in the second half, we are still where we were at halftime. In the third quarter, the Spurs ended up scoring 24 points. Thunder, 24 points. It is fourth quarter time. Spam those fours. We got 12 minutes left, maybe more, of Western Conference Finals action. Spam those fours. Excuse me. Timon, Shin, Bama, LA, Redux, Ninja, and spam those fours. Tim. Ninja Cow, Joseph, Gail, Megan, Jose, Brian. Spam those fours. Spam those fours. We got a lot of game left. It's going to be high intensity, big time games, big time moments. Woo! What a fun 12 minutes we have in store for us. Shout out Slaying Kane. ATZ Gallery. Who you got? I'm going to change the live poll and make a new one. Who win? Who you got? Thunder or Spurs? Thunder down by 3. Spurs will start the fourth quarter with the ball. %54% going with the Spurs. Under our way in quarter number 4. Let's have a good one. Wemby posting up on Jalen Williams. Now faces up. Spins into a double team and is fouled. Remember, Spurs have forced the Thunder to challenge 2 calls, so the Thunder have no challenges remaining. So Wemby at the line. And Wemby misses the first. Dare I say, ball don't lie. I didn't think there was a lot of contact even up top, which warranted the whistle. Trip is split. 4-point game. Who's going to be giving the Thunder a big moment? Is it Jared McCain who drills the midi jumper? SGA not on the court to start the fourth quarter as they sneak in some extra rest so he can finish the fourth quarter strong. McCain guarding Fox. Keldon Johnson with a 3, and it goes. Big time 3, Keldon Johnson. Cason Wallace quick release 3. That goes, and an answer that OKC certainly needed. SGA set to check in, next dead ball. Champagnie was the hero in the third quarter. Misses that 3. Rebound Dylan Harper. Keldon Johnson lines up another and hits another. The offensive glass becoming a weapon for San Antonio. Holmgren has been really quiet offensively tonight. Driving on Wembanyama, just falls to the ground. That guy stinks. 3 on the shot clock. McCain hoists a prayer. Air ball. Delay or shot clock violation. And now SGA comes back in, down by 5. Wembanyama, a little mid-range pull-up game. Another foul. I tell you what, if you guys are officiating people, San Antonio's gotten the benefit of the whistles tonight. Wemby makes the first there. Wemby makes both, so it's now a 7-point Spurs lead. Wemby with 19 points in the game. Caruso to the rim. No one's there to defend, and he's fouled. Wembanyama whistled as Caruso went hard to the rim. Wow, Caruso was close to punching that one on Wemby. What's up, LBB? Caruso way off on that free throw. That ball hit backboard first. Caruso makes the second. 89-83. Harper harassed by Wallace. Now over to Fox. Caruso up and personal. Fox, step back three. Oh, De'Aaron Fox. Lead is back to 9 for San Antonio Thunder. Danger time. Holmgren just drops it off of an SGA feed. Kicks it out. Gilgeous-Alexander swings it for Caruso. One more to Wallace. Wallace with a big-time triple. That's a big answer there for Cason Wallace and OKC. Dylan Harper working a two-man game with Wemby. Wembanyama faces up. 8 on the shot clock. Step back three. Oh! The Spurs have gone unconscious from 3. Keldon Johnson, Wemby, and now you saw De'Aaron Fox a moment ago. SGA can't answer. Missing the 3. San Antonio chance to take a double-digit lead. Wemby to the corner. Harper. No. I tell you what, that might have been a dagger. Caruso the other way in transition. Getting to the rim. Lefty layup. No. And Dylan Harper comes away with the rebound. Spurs have numbers. 3-on-2. Champagnie to Keldon Johnson. Johnson finishes with the left hand. Timeout OKC. Thunder are in trouble. Man, I tell you what, Wemby has been fine tonight. It's the other players that are making the difference in this one. Julian Champagnie, 17 points. Fox, 15. Keldon Johnson off the bench with 11. Castle with 12. Vassell with 9. Wemby's the leader with 22 points. But I tell you what, De'Aaron Fox, Champagnie, Keldon Johnson have all been the difference in this one. Wow, wow, wow. I think this one's over. Maybe I'm wrong. I mean, we did see the Thunder come from behind like this to force OT in game 1. We'll see, but I feel like the Spurs got this. You can get it on the action with Prize Picks. Download the app today and use code HMA to get $50 in lineups when you play your first $5 lineup. You can play so many different ways. Season long, daily. Heck, you can even make series-long predictions in the finals. Just pick more or less on 2 to 6 player stat projections. You can use demons to maximize your payout, but maximize your risk. Goblins to minimize your risk, but minimize your payout. Get started with Prize Picks today. I made a lineup that's not going to hit. We'll show it here to close out the conversation. I mean, you see here, it's just not going well for me. Wemby, not good enough. Caruso, not good enough. Harper, stay right there. Download the PrizePicks app. Get $50 in lineups when you play your first $5 using code HMA. Once again, $50 in lineups when you play your first $5 lineup. I think we're going to see a Knicks Spurs championship, huh? Wow. Wow. De'Aaron Fox has been huge in this one, man. He's got to get some flowers if the Spurs are able to hang on and win it. Some big-time plays from De'Aaron Fox, who struggled in games 5 and 6. Big-time moments from Keldon Johnson as well. 11-point game. How does OKC respond? Good feed from SGA to Hartenstein, who throws it down for an and-one dunk. Absolutely what the doctor ordered for OKC. That's the 5th foul on Wemby. He's one away from fouling out. I'll say this, though. He got him on the arm. I'll say this, though. SGA can get away from murder. Do we really think the NBA is going to foul out Wembanyama in Game 7? I mean, I know you don't want to run the risk, but if I'm Wemby, I'm just freaking hacking it over there. 8-point game. Fox. Step back 3. He's feeling it. Can't make that one. Caruso with the board. Outlet Wallace. Cason Wallace has a couple threes in this quarter, but slows it down. Now SGA attacks. Gets inside. Kicks to McCain. Quick trigger 3. Way off. Seven minutes to play. That's a long time to play with 5 fouls. He's got to be careful setting screens, too. Vassell. McCain hits the deck, but Vassell misses the 8-footer. SGA now attacking inside. Backing down on Fox. Turnaround free throw line jumper. Connects. Timeout, San Antonio. OKC showing some life. 97-91. Thunder down 11 here in the 4th. Cut it to 6. Who you got? 71% of the live polls tell me the Spurs. Who you got, OKC or the Spurs? Get your votes down in the comments. I see a lot of Spurs, a lot of OKC. Shout out Antonio, JL, Ninja, Shin, Andre, Tie Man. Tony, Magic, all spamming and getting their thoughts in the comment section. Been a great audience tonight. You guys have been awesome. It's been a lot of fun. It's been a battle so far. Someone says they got the 49ers. OKC. They're making another Minions movie. I think it's just a gold mine of money, I suppose, huh? Make sure you have subscribed if you haven't already. Let's get to 433,500. Why not? We'll be live for the NBA Finals. Game 1 Wednesday night. Winner will be hosting the Knicks because both of these teams had a better regular season record than New York. Whoever wins the Western Conference will be the home team. Will it be Game 1 in OKC or Game 1 in San Antonio? We're going to find out over the next 6 minutes of game action. Probably another 20, 30 minutes of real life action. But who knows? Maybe it goes to OT. Important to note, Thunder do not have their challenge anymore. They used it twice, which is the maximum. Both of them were successful. San Antonio has never used their challenge tonight. Caruso holding that right wrist after that foul when he drove inside and got clipped by Wemby. Wembanyama on the bench here. Mitch Johnson, Spurs head coach, probably looking to keep him on the bench for a couple minutes here as he has those 5 fouls. Hartenstein with a steal. Luke Cornett gets back with a rejection. I tell you what, if the Spurs hold on in this one, circle Luke Cornett's rejection at the rim with 6 minutes to go. Stephon Castle, little pull-up midi. It goes. That's a 4-point swing thanks to Luke Cornett. Wow, they're not going to keep Wemby on the bench long. Already set to check in. Next dead ball. SGA doubled. Swings at the case in Wallace. Wallace attacks and drops it to Hartenstein, who drops it out of bounds. Tough sequence for Isaiah Hartenstein, who just got rejected by Cornett and then drops it out of bounds. I think this game's over, man. Spurs, they do not look like a team that's going to be nervous in a Game 7 on the road. They've outplayed OKC the entire night. Vassell swinging it. Champagnie, corner 3. Good! Champagnie has, I think, 15 points in the second half alone, 20 in the game. 11-point lead. I'm telling you, that Luke Cornett block might be the difference. Caruso gets the running bank shot to fall. Interesting. Oh, Chet Holmgren set the check in. I was wondering if they would bench him in the biggest moments in this one. Harper, 10 on the shot clock. Driving left on Wallace. Wallace takes it away. SGA up ahead, kicks it to McCain. Corner 3. No. That was a wide open look for McCain that felt like it needed to fall. Castle double team. Finds Champagnie, the outlet. No good, but Harper is there for the rebound putback. OKC just used their final timeout of the game. Wow. Timeout OKC. They have none remaining. How about Hartenstein getting that steal? Luke Cornett getting down the floor with a clean rejection. I'm telling you, that Luke Cornett block on Hartenstein won the Spurs the game. Because if he doesn't get back and make that rejection, it's either going to be a 4-point game or Hartenstein going to the free throw line for 2. What a play by Luke Cornett. 1,300 people watching. Hit that sub button. Julian Champagnie, man. This guy has been sensational. Hit that sub button. We'll be live for the NBA Finals. Thunder out of timeouts. Here we go. Final 4.5 minutes. Do the defending champs have a run in them? SGA, step back. What a tough bucket. That was tough. Now the Spurs call a timeout. I fucking hate the NBA rules with lose it or use their timeouts. There's no world we should have 4 minutes to go. Timeout. 1 possession timeout. That's ridiculous. Absolutely no world where that should be a thing. That just pisses me off. I hate the NBA's rules sometimes. Just ridiculous, man. Who do I got, Nick? I said at halftime that I think the Spurs win. I mean, they've looked more comfortable the entire night. I thought the nerves of a Game 7 on the road was going to get to the young San Antonio Spurs, but that just hasn't been the case whatsoever from the start. They've looked more comfortable, more locked in than OKC. I mean, I'm not rooting for anyone specifically, but if you're just asking me who I think wins, Nine-point Spurs lead. Can they hold on with 4 minutes to go? OKC has no timeouts remaining. San Antonio has 2. Dylan Harper, swing it to Fox, who's been phenomenal tonight. Harper with a step-back desperation 3. Oh, it goes! Good night. Good night. SGA on a curl. Finds the cutting Jalen Williams. Swung to Cason Wallace. Oh, well, maybe it's not, because what a big 3 by Cason Wallace. I mean, it's still a 9-point game. Without a question, if Cason Wallace misses that 3, this game's over. That 3 keeps it alive for a bit. Remember, Wemby's playing with 5 fouls. Castle probing inside, loses the handle, turns it over. Cason Wallace in transition. No numbers, he pulls it back out. Trailing Caruso. And now they set it to SGA. Gets the screen and switch with De'Aaron Fox, the defender. SGA sees 3 bodies. Swings it. 5 on the shot clock. Jalen Williams forces up something. No good. Chet Holmgren couldn't save it. Spurs ball. Dylan Harper defending. Or with the ball, excuse me. Harper to the rack. Oh, he tried the posterized Chet. Holmgren with the good defense. 5-on-4 for OKC. 9-point game. 2 minutes to play. Now or never for the Thunder. Cason Wallace is hot. And he hits another. It's a 6-point game. Cason Wallace keeping OKC in this one by the absolute thinnest margin. Castle probing, kicking, Fox in that Wemby at the elbow. Swings it to Castle. Castle turns it over. Guess who? Cason Wallace. Minute and a half to play. OKC still in it. SGA, step back 3. Air ball. Holmgren can't save it. Wow. SGA looks exhausted. Minute 23 to play. Thunder need a stop in the worst way. OKC will make a quick sub. Jared McCain in for Chet Holmgren. Spurs can put this one away with a bucket. Wemby hands it off to Fox. Fox is probing, kicking. Vassell kicks to Champagnie, the hero in the second half. Step up 2, no. Oh, but a backbreaker for OKC as Castle is there on the offensive glass. 8-point game with a minute to go. Wallace to the rim. Layup good. And now you wonder, does OKC foul or do they play it out one time? 14 fourth quarter points for Cason Wallace. They double Castle, and a timeout is called by Mitch Johnson. Stephon Castle hot. Again, in the face of Caruso, last thing the Spurs would need is a technical. I'm glad they're showing the replay. Oh, Castle really wasn't in his grill. Caruso just tried to antagonize by swiping at the ball. Thunder grasping for anything, down 6 with 43 seconds to go. Spurs are going to win this game. What a game on the road. Game 1 and Game 7. going on the road. That is impressive. I imagine the Thunder play this out defensively. Oh my goodness. The Spurs turn it over. Thunder aren't dead yet. 35 seconds to go. Cason Wallace to the rim. To the corner. Kenrich Williams 3. Too strong. Long rebound. Ball loose. Still loose. Luguentz Dort has it. SGA to Dort. But a foul is called on De'Aaron Fox. What chaos. And now the Spurs can get set defensively because the Thunder aren't in the bonus. .22 seconds remaining. Thunder need a 3 and another turnover by San Antonio or missed free throws. Caruso to inbound, having a hard time getting it in. Gets it to Jalen Williams. Back to Caruso. OKC's got to go. It'll be a Caruso 3, an air ball, but it will stay with the Thunder. So not dead just yet. They need a quick 3. They get it to Jalen Williams. Jalen Williams wasting time. Cason Wallace, deep 3. No good. Rebound in San Antonio. This ball game's over. OKC won't foul. Devin Vassell throws down a dunk. And the Spurs are going to be playing in the NBA Finals. In their first year in the playoffs, Victor Wembanyama and the Spurs get to the NBA Finals. The Spurs embrace one another. I tell you what, you would think this was the NBA Finals the way the Spurs are celebrating. Impressive performance on the road for San Antonio. Two wins on the road, Game 1 and Game 7 for San Antonio to get back to the finals for the first time since 2014. What a game from Julian Champagnie, De'Aaron Fox, Keldon Johnson. Knicks Spurs in the finals, a rematch of the NBA play-in or the Cup tournament championship. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, wow, wow. You guys keep on saying I'm a OKC Shea Gobbler. I'm a Heat fan. I don't give two fucks about this game. I just was enjoying it like y'all. Not everybody is picking a side. No, I will say I hate the Spurs. I hate the Knicks more. I'll be rocking with San Antonio for the NBA Finals. To be fair, though, I was going to rock with anyone from the West in the NBA Finals because a Knicks championship, I can't have it. Wow, wow, wow. Biggest loser of this Western Conference Finals, Chet Holmgren. Yo, actually ass. Like, actually fucking atrocious. That's supposed to be your second best player. 4 points, 4 boards, 1 of 2 shooting in a Game 7 at home. He is legitimately ass. And now you wonder, does OKC enter the Giannis sweepstakes? Chet Holmgren and a million picks? Maybe. Maybe. I'm in on that trend. I do think that the now knowing what we know over the last year, I do think if Tyrese Halliburton doesn't tear his Achilles in Game 7, they probably beat the Thunder. Probably do. All right, we're going to get out of here. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday night and the rest of your weekend. Like we mentioned, we'll be here live for the NBA Finals. I'll be live on Wednesday with producer Coop. Smitty will be here for you guys on Friday, and it'll be me and Coop the rest of the NBA Finals series. We're entering June, which means we got finals, the NBA draft. Giannis trade is probably happening in the month of June as well. So it's going to be very, very fun over the next month in the NBA. Hopefully you guys are subscribed. Hopefully you guys are ready to get it all broken down. Going to be a lot of fun, folks. See you guys later and enjoy the rest of your weekend.